What's going on YouTube? This is Wi-Fi Memory here today. Today I am bringing you guys some more BDSP content. In today's episode, instead of a question of the day, I want you guys to go in the comments and vote for Team 1 and Team 2. Whatever team has the most votes will be the team that we use next Sunday, or I guess it's coming up Sunday. And we'll be using the team the following week, trying to make that team better, worse, whatever you guys want to call it. In this team, we actually, the previous team that we're working on, the episode that you guys see today, in my opinion, we may have made this team a little bit worse, but we made it more fun than what it originally was. This being, basically we took out one Pokemon. We had like a choice banded Infernape. The original team actually had a mix Infernape, but when I was building the team comp and everything, a choice banded Infernape just felt better. So we ended up taking that Pokemon out and putting Slaking in its place just for some fun. And you know what? I had a lot of fun actually with using Slaking. Slaking is so OP, overpowered, might I add. But I think it's time for a new team. So in the comments down below, go ahead and comment Team 1 or Team 2. I'm not going to leave a comment this time because last time everything glitched up. I'm just going to let you guys leave the comments, and I will count them up myself. And we will once I count up the tally and everything, we'll pick the team, and then we'll build it. Anyway, guys, currently there's like no one in here, so I'll cut to whenever I get to our first battle. Alright, so I actually had to go into the Uber's room. Lucky for me though, our first opponent does not have a single Uber on their team. Very fun, interesting team actually, rocking out with that Garchomp, Regirock, Lantern, Crobat, Ursaring, and Drifblim. Wow, that's actually a very, very fun looking team. I might have to add that to it. But let's see what we can do to pick up this win. Obviously, I'm trying to think of like a potential lead. I'm thinking maybe that Regirock to set up those Stealth Rocks, but I think he's got a lot of different leads. Going into the Rotom wouldn't be the worst thing. I could go Slaking. Hits practically everything except for that Drifblim relatively hard. Might want to save that though. I think for right now, let's go as a Rotom lead, and then from there we will see what we need to do. This Rotom does not have Vote Switch, but I do think that they're going to go into the Regirock as a lead because that's got to be their go-to Stealth Rocker. I mean, Garchomp could be too, but yeah, there it is. And a lot of players will say, you gotta set those Stealth Rocks up turn 1, man. That's the way to go. That's what a lot of players would say, and I'm assuming when you go into the Uber room, I always play like these guys are a little bit lower tier than your standard Smogon room players. You know, I always treat these guys, probably don't give them enough respect, and I mean, so far, I mean, I've only ran into like a few players that's in that room that are actually playing legit teams. This is one of those legit teams, so I do have to keep that in mind. Let's just see what happens. I'm actually kind of curious to see what this team can do. These players, though, do have a high tendency to rage quit. So if you're looking for some rage quitting content, or just want to have some fun with some rage quit, I highly recommend just going into the normal room where everybody's asking for trades and stuff, and just stand there and ask for a battle. You'll get a few battles, and a lot of times you get some pretty quick rage quits. So I mean, if you're looking for some rage quitty content, there you go. Anyway, my man getting a crit turn 1. My man going for that Stone Edge. Does quite a bit of damage. We did land our Hydro Pump. Should we be expecting a switch? I don't think it fully matters. We can switch things up though, go for Thunderbolt, just in case he wants to keep that Regirock alive. Then at least we have a different stab we're trying to go for. Thunderbolt would pick up KO on the Regirock if he does decide to keep it in too, so it's smart sometimes to switch up your moves if you can. That way, if on the off chance if he's predicting another Hydro Pump, then you're throwing a Thunderbolt his way instead, and it kind of throws him off guard just a little bit, you know? Because what obviously resist Hydro Pump may not resist the Thunderbolt. So, always kind of keep that in the back of your head. If you can switch up moves to pick up a final KO or pick up a KO, go ahead and switch up those moves. My man has a Quick Claw, Stone Edge, but Stone Edge misses this time for him, and we're not playing around. We got Thunderbolt. We're just gonna go ahead Thunderbolt you, and down goes the Regirock for the first KO of the game. And Rotom's sitting here eating on some leftovers, and we're waiting on the next Pokemon. My opponent definitely had a pretty rough start. He's probably thinking he's very unlucky right now, missing a Stone Edge. I mean, come on, man, come on. I don't think Regirock gets Body Press in BDSP, does he? Because that would be really cool. There's not many Pokemon that get it. I know Probopass gets it in BDSP, but I don't know. I feel like there's one more Pokemon that get it. I think it's like Regigigas, but I don't think Regirock gets it. And that would be busted in this metagame. Like if Regirock could get Iron Defense and Body Press, dude, that would honestly break this metagame if you ask me. I'm kind of grateful that he doesn't get it, right? Alright, what you bringing out? The Lantern, very interesting. Don't know if this thing is Water Absorb or if this thing is Volt Absorb actually, so very interesting. We're gonna go ahead and Will-O-Wisp this thing, and we'll go from there. He might be a sub Charge Beam set. That would definitely try and ruin my day right there. I don't really know what he wants to do with his Lantern. His Lantern 1v1 the Rotom. The Rotom's just confused on which attack to go for, but I have Shadow Ball on this thing, so if it comes down to it, push to shove, you know, I can Shadow Ball. But I do want to try and see what his Lantern wants to do to me. Maybe he's predicting a switch or something? I don't know what my man's doing. He's taking quite some time. And that's sometimes the worst part too with these players. Okay. Fantastic. That they do sometimes take some time to pick up a move. Scald coming out. Yeah, that didn't do nothing, my man. Knowing that you're going for the Scald, I'm not expecting Scald to do the most damage. We could go into Slaking. I love this. Go into Slaking. If they go for Scald, dude, here lately Slaking's been getting burned. Here I've been able to go for a Facade. And dude, it just does so much damage. It makes it to where I can bring Slaking in mostly for free, because I'm not worried about getting Will-O-Wisp, getting burned, you know, because I have a Facade. This is choice spending Facade, dude. This is doing a lot of damage, and I like that. I really do. And I'm not too worried about this Lantern doing too much damage to us. If they do decide to switch, Slaking has a lot of coverage actually, so we're able to kind of fight whoever he wants to bring in. And let's see. What you got? What you got for us? He probably stayed in, right? And just scalded again? Okay. Did you get the burn? You got the burn. Just like he likes being burnt. My opponent's thinking, yes, I burnt the Slaking. I can't believe they brought the Slaking in here in this situation. No, just wait, just wait. Because, I mean, one, we outspeed. Two, you do have a Drift Bloom. You do have the Drift Bloom. Drift Bloom would have been your switch there. But instead we just drop your Lantern. That's a powerful attack though. You know, like just dropping the Lantern like that, that's just so powerful. I mean, that's just Slaking. If he didn't have the Truant ability, dude, he would be an Uber. But because of the Truant, you know, we get to play with him in the nice little OU tier. Drift Bloom. Harold's got me scared of Drift Bloom. Not gonna lie. Like, the things that he can do with Drift Bloom kind of scares me. So, I'm gonna go ahead, go into Donphan. Hex. That would have not affected the Slaking, dude. That wouldn't have done nothing as being a normal type. You were expecting to switch, you cheeky little feller. You were expecting to switch. I'm gonna say that you was expecting it anyway. We're gonna go ahead and knock off. Maybe this is us activating Unburden. Maybe you don't have Unburden because, you know, he was rocking out with the Leftovers. I don't know what this man's necessarily doing, but we are Choice Scarf Donphan. So, do we outspeed? If he's Unburdened, we do not outspeed. If he is Unburdened, I don't know, even if we outspeed because he just set up a tailwind and stuff. It'd be close. He does. Ooh, he does outspeed. Going for the Destiny Bond. Okay, hey, that's respectable. Do we survive though because of our sturdy? Oh yeah, we've took some damage actually. Never mind. Donphan goes down as well. But you know what that means. Slaking gets to come in here basically for free, right? We just took out your ghost. Anything you want to bring in to just get demolished? Yeah, Crobat would not like this. Like, Crobat might be Focus Sash, and that's the only way you're gonna survive this. Alright, Slaking. Crobat will I believe Crobat will outspeed us though. Unfortunate. And my man didn't go for Brave Bird. What you doing, dude? What you doing? If you went for Brave Bird, you might have actually picked up a KO. And of course, we hit ourselves in confusion. We hit ourselves in confusion, which means we've been trying to play around with this. That means next turn Truant will be activating. So Slaking just wouldn't be doing no damage whatsoever. So we're forced to switch right here. I've been playing with Slaking a lot this week. If people protect and Slaking hits the protect, next turn is a Truant turn. Alright, so in other situations like, oh he got paralyzed or something, you know, well, next turn is a Truant turn. So Slaking's not necessarily the easiest Pokemon to maneuver, especially when hacks happens, because his ability really bites him in the butt. Air Slash will come out. Obviously won't be doing all that much to Rotom. Peters, fantastic. It's just Thunderbolt. See how much damage we can do. I'm expecting at least over half. A 2-hit KO onto this Crobat wouldn't be too bad. This Rotom being more of a defensive Rotom versus being your typical offensive Rotom. But you know, my opponent doesn't necessarily know that. They definitely do know a Thunderbolt's coming their way. Crobat being probably more of a frail Pokemon, they definitely ain't looking forward to this. They actually stay in though and hit another Confuse Ray. Let's see. How much are we doing? We hit ourselves in Confusion. It's alright though. Well, we hit ourselves in Confusion. We'll make out for it. Our Leftovers really just recovered it. And my man goes for another Confuse Ray. As we do now land our Thunderbolt and do over half. We almost picked up a KO. So another Thunderbolt would definitely pick up a KO. Yeah, we'll switch up our moves again. We'll just go for a Shadow Ball this time. He does probably have that Ursaring still in the back, so it's not the greatest idea to actually be going for a Shadow Ball here, but I'm trying to think of the rest of his team too. I know he had a really, really cool team. Is Lantern still alive? I can't quite remember if Lantern is alive or not. No, I think we destroyed Lantern with the Slaking. Man, I'm trying to think. What is he trying to do? Cross poison? That's not doing nothing to our defensive Rotom. And we're just gonna come back. My man got the flinch. My man's taking a long time too, and that's really killing the momentum of my plays, you know? Like, I feel like he's taking just a very, very long time making his plays. And that's messing my momentum up. So if you guys ever play me, if you guys just take a long time making your moves, you're gonna mess me up, man. You're just gonna mess me up. And I don't understand, like in this situation, why you would take such a long time. And then you get the para-flinching and shenanigans. I guess the confused flinching. But I still understand why you would make certain plays like this. Because, I mean, why are you taking such a long time picking your moves and stuff? My man getting all the luck, by the way. Poor Rotom stood no chance. Let's go into Scizor. Just bullet punch. That's all we need. Just a little bit of damage. That's all we need. Just this little bit of damage. And really and truthfully, Scizor might actually just be able to clean up here. Kind of low-key hope that's the case. My man's taking forever to select his moves. And I mean, in a way, I guess he has the right to, you know, think all he wants. But man, you know, it's a little frustrating, you know. The longer and longer we wait for my man to pick his attacks, the more frustrating it is, because he does have a really, really cool team. Just a bit of advice, man. Just a bit of advice. I mean, maybe this is your strategy. I don't know, but we gotta be clicking these moves a little bit more faster. I feel like too this is the biggest reason why I like to play on the Smogon, because I feel like the people are more into the battling and stuff. When you go into this other format, I guess is what you call it, the other room, players are just not 100% there sometimes. I don't feel like they're thinking, or maybe I'm just on such a higher level, I don't know, but I'm not necessarily in love with some of these moves that my opponent's been making. And we're finally at the 3-minute marker. That's kind of rough, and I do apologize for this battle, because this battle was taking such a long time. And really and truthfully, I'm not putting anything into this battle, you know, like I'm just picking moves. My opponent's not really doing any switching to make this battle difficult, other than he's just taking a long time. And I could edit, but man, he could definitely, I could edit, but man, dude, that would just, at this point, I think I'm just going to keep it as is, and hopefully game 2 we have a little bit better of an opponent, at least selecting moves a little bit quicker. I'm shocked that our opponent hasn't actually DC'd yet. Like, I'm expecting a Sword Sense on this Garchomp right here. That's why I'm actually going for Rock Smash, on the off chance that we can get a defensive drop. That would be fantastic. Earthquake, okay. We'll still take it. Life Orb? Alright, yeah, there's the defensive drop. So we'll throw a Bullet Punch out. And that's practically GG, right? Like, how much damage are we doing? Too much damage. So Scizor will go down, but we have too many Pokemon basically in the back that we cannot lose this game. We're going to Mew, and basically it comes down to our opponent. I feel like our opponent was just not very reactive. You know, they just kind of, I guess, kind of been trying to go a little bit all out. Maybe that's their playing style, but they weren't very reactive. They didn't really react very well to certain moves, you know? And they were taking their sweet time picking their attacks as well, which is, there's nothing wrong with that. But, and I don't really have a situation in my head that, you know, I mean, they necessarily made a bad play. I just feel like they weren't very reactive. They took a lot of safe plays, I guess, is the best thing. And it just kind of bit them in the butt. Maybe the lack of switching, too, kind of bit them in the butt. But anyway, guys, let's get to battle number 2. Hopefully it's a little bit more exciting. Alright, battle number 2. Still in the Uber room. Went into the Smogon room. And, look at my opponent's team. Rocking out with Milotic, Gardevoir, Lucario, Garchomp, Gengar, Glaceon. Fairly cool team. Now, if I use this team, obviously I can't use Gengar, but I might be able to use Haunter. Or we could use another ghost. So if you guys pick team number 2, pick your favorite ghost and leave that in the comment section as well. That way, hey, I know we can't use Gengar, but hey, we can use a different Pokemon. And you know what? let's have some fun with this game. Hopefully, I mean, both teams that we played up against, will be playing up against, they both look fantastic teams. Hopefully this player is a little bit more reactive, and it kind of don't take forever just to make a turn, and we can have a pretty good battle. I'm hoping, and I feel like I shouldn't be talking like that in a video, but you know what? Sometimes, hey, that's Pokemon. I'm gonna talk Pokemon, and hey, people not being reactive, that's part of Pokemon. That sounds mean, but hey, it is what it is. Milotic is the lead. We're a Slaking. We have Giga Impact. We're Choice Band. Stabbed. Go for it. Like, let's just get rid of this thing. Turn 1. That's what I'm saying. Milotic, no more. Critical hit. Hey, that last battle, that guy had all the luck in the world. In this battle, we just insert authority. Turn 1. We don't care if we can't switch out right now, because we did more damage turn 1 than she would have ever imagined that we would have done. Lucario come in. Slaking actually takes the attack. Fantastic stuff. I feel more energetic in this game than I did in game 2, and I do apologize. I'm going to Donphan. Now this Donphan's not necessarily a bulky Donphan, but Donphan just naturally has good defense. Hey, you went for close combat. I'm assuming you're a physical Lucario, not a mixed one. He did steal about half HP to us. That's ridiculous. I'm honestly expecting how this guy's playing, that this is Focus Sash Lucario, and he's just going to stay in and finish off my Donphan. There it is. Let's see. Are you able to finish off my Donphan? Did you get a can you get a low row? No, unfortunately Donphan goes down to a critical hit as well. Unfortunately, Donphan, you let me down. Not really. Focus Sash, you know. We can go into Scizor, clean it up, and that might be the best option. Just because I don't want Lucario to outspeed and take someone else out. I want to save Slaking, so that way, because I mean we can only use him so much, you know, because of his ability, really hindering him. But you know what? Lucario goes down. Fantastic stuff. What's next, man? What's next? Let's see. I'm low key could be that Gengar, but I don't really. If you had to Focus Sash on the Lucario, would you have 2 Focus Sashes on your team? The short answer, maybe yes. Because Focus Sash is one of those really good items. There is the Gengar. Alright, I'm expecting a Will-O-Wisp. I do have the Lum Berry. I'm also expecting them to have Focus Sash. So I need to go ahead and just get rid of this Gengar. Because 2 Bullet Punches should do it. As long as I don't get Cursed Bodied. Destiny Bond. Okay, I can definitely play around that by Swords Dancing up right here. Yeah, your Destiny Bond just failed. Alright, so now Destiny Bond would be active, right? But we're going to be able to outspeed and Bullet Punch for the KO. Fantastic stuff, and Scizor is still alive. Scizor is still alive. Because that last Destiny Bond that he went for, it failed, you know? And I think it fails like that. Every 2, like just Weavile, I just watched a recent video, and he said that it kind of works like Protect, and maybe it does. I'm not 100% on that. Where sometimes it would work, maybe. But either way, we're in a very, very safe position, how we put ourselves on the board, so that's fine. Alright, Garchomp coming out. Hey, we're a +2 Scizor, and this is what I love about this team. Getting Scizor or Latias set up is so easy with this team. So if you guys haven't tried to play with this team yet, I highly recommend it. At least take a good look at it and watch some of those videos, because playing with this team, you can definitely build from that with your team that you're currently working on, and be like, hey, if you can make Scizor and Latias easily able to set up, what's those same tools I can do for my insert Pokemon to set up and sweep my other opponents, you know? So definitely good, just good look at, because it looks like we're about to clean our opponent up. And they had a lot of fan favorite Pokemon on their team. When I see teams like that, I usually like to say that they're like the fan favorite Pokemon, and there's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of times those so-called fan favorites, they need some backbone. They're not necessarily your most defensive Pokemon, you know? And getting a +2 on the Scizor and just easily sweep from there, it's fantastic. That's good stuff for us. Battle is canceled. Alright. Game number 2, at least, I felt more energetic. I won't have to lie. Game 1 felt like it dragged along. Hopefully you guys stick through it. If you guys did, you guys are the true fans, and I need you guys to comment hashtag Wi-Fi Merriman. And that way I know who made it this far. Anyway, guys, pick Team 1, Team 2, and I'll see you guys again Sunday. Y'all take care. Peace.